Tonight on Fox Pressbox, it's the last week of the regular season in both Missouri and Kansas. And our game of the week features Columbus and Parsons. Both are battling for that runner-up spot in the district standings. The winner is guaranteed a home playoff game next Friday. Elsewhere, Seneca tries to finish off an undefeated regular season. To do so, the Indians need to get through the defending state champion Lamar, who hopes to win its third in a row. Over in Oklahoma, playoffs are still a few weeks away, but Miami has an important district battle with Cushing, a week after getting a huge road win at Grove. We'll bring you through each of those games and much more. It's the only 30-minute high school football highlight show in the 4 states, and it starts right now.
You're watching Fox 14's Pressbox, sponsored by Missouri Southern State University, Matco Builders, Roper Kia, and Kramer's Quality Meats of Grove.
Hey, welcome into Week 8 of Fox Pressbox here in 2024. I'm John Dales, that's Brock Baldridge. Brock, we're already into the final games of the regular season in Kansas and Missouri.
Yeah, it's been a wild football season, but there's still plenty of games left to be played. I know we have multiple teams trying to fight for playoff positioning in the next few weeks.
Yeah, 2 of those are Columbus and Parsons. They face off tonight. The winner finishes as the Class 3A District 1 runner-up and is guaranteed a home playoff game next week. Columbus hosts Parsons. Winner gets a home playoff game next week. We'll pick it up, start of the third quarter. Titans already leading 21-8, and they're looking for more. Jack Valela on 4th down, rolls out, heaves it deep. That pass is picked off by Jason Smart, and that's the momentum shifter that Parsons needs. The Vikings with the ball now, and their quarterback, Trey Logan, keeps it on the read option, takes it around the edge, gets a nice block here, and check this out. Finishing the run hard, trucking a player. That gets both sides a little bit fired up. Later in that same drive, Logan pitches it here to his running back Chandler Henson, and he's going to get into the end zone. It's now a 21-14 game. How does Columbus respond? Well, on 3rd down, Valela zips it across the middle. He finds his receiver, Brandon Stice, and he rumbles down the sideline all the way across midfield into plus territory. Later in that same drive, 4th quarter now, Cy Schuberger takes the handoff, bounces to the outside and to the end zone. Titans lead 28-14. Parsons needs points, so its next drive, throwing the football here. Logan is picked off by Jace Midget. That's going to seal it. Columbus gets the win on senior night. Final score 28-14.
Wild game there. And speaking of the CNC, we already have a newly crowned CNC champion, and that is the Frontenac Raiders. And they look to cap off a perfect regular season at home tonight, unless Neodesha, well, they look to spoil the party on senior night. Frontenac hasn't lost a home football game in over 2 years. The Raiders look to defend their home turf against the visiting Neodesha Blue Streaks. Opening drive of the game, Caden Chance takes the handoff himself right here, bounces it around to the outside, stiffs arm a man, and pushed out of bounds. That drive would later result into a Jacob Murphy handoff for a touchdown. Frontenac now leads 6-0. Neodesha looks to even things up though. Tate Leck, the freshman quarterback, drops back and connects with Javante White, and that's a first down, but the drive would later result in a punt. So next Raiders drive, Brogan Smith at quarterback from under center scrambles around, launches this ball deep down the field, and it's caught in stride by Jaden Houghton for the touchdown, and that score makes it a 12-0 game. Frontenac decides to go for 2. Here's the toss to Caden Chance, and he gets across the goal line to make it 14-0. Frontenac stays perfect in the regular season. Raiders beating the Neodesha 56-14.
Not really a surprising result there. We'll stay in Southeast Kansas, a team we haven't seen in a couple of weeks, Colgan. The Panthers are a perfect 4-0 in district play. They try to finish 5-0 tonight and finish the regular season with just 1 loss. We switch gears to Class 1A District 1, Colgan on the road in Cherokee at Southeast. Panthers recover a fumble on the opening kickoff. They get great field position, and on the first play from scrimmage, Karsten Simmons with all sorts of time to throw. He finds Clayton Adamson, who goes into the end zone untouched. Colgan leads 7-0. Next Panther possession, this is going to look pretty similar. Simmons, he's going to throw, to Adamson. He puts his foot in the ground, makes a couple of defenders miss, and he takes it in for his second touchdown of the first quarter. Now 14-0. Southeast in desperate need of some offense. Gonna get some right here. Gannon Hobbs finds Braxton Hudson on a screen pass. He's got plenty of room and blockers in front. Picks up 50 yards on that play. That drive, though, doesn't result in any points. Colgan gets the football back and knows just what to do with it. The pitch goes to Lane Stoltz, the sophomore, running hard, right by the defense and in for another Panther touchdown. All Colgan tonight in Cherokee. Panthers win 49-12. They enter the playoffs on a 6-game winning streak.
Colgan is just that well-oiled machine. Well, we go over to Hutchison Field tonight, and it's the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons who look to cap off the regular season with a win. The Purple Dragons are 5-2 entering the night, and, well, they've won 4 of their last 5 games. Pittsburgh is at home tonight, taking on Topeka High School. The Trojans visit from the state capital. So here we go. We pick things up for the second half. Pittsburgh leads 28-12 at the start of the third quarter. Saran Carter is back deep to receive for Topeka. He cuts up the field, breaks the tackle, and Carter fights his way deep into Pittsburgh territory, and that's good field position to start off this half. A few plays later, Zane Smith takes a snap, fires over the middle to Jaden Norman for the end zone, and that is a touchdown. That makes it a 2-score game. Pittsburgh still leads Topeka 28-18. Purple Dragons look to respond. Here's the handoff to the big running back, Nate Mitchell, bursts up the middle and moves the chains for a first down. Later in that drive, Carson Nicholson keeps it himself and moves into the inside right here. He scores to extend the Pittsburgh lead. Purple Dragons take a 35-18 lead. Next Topeka possession, there's a fumble on the snap, and Cole Hayden jumps on top of it for Pittsburgh, and the Purple Dragons recover. Then Pittsburgh goes on to score another touchdown. Nicholson crosses the goal line for 6 more points. Pittsburgh controls the rest of the game the rest of the way. Purple Dragons beat Topeka 49-24.
And as we head to our first break, here's some more scores from around Southeast Kansas.
You're watching Fox 14's Pressbox, sponsored by Roper Kia, Missouri Southern State University, and Associates of Dentistry.
Hey, welcome back into Pressbox here on Fox 14. Thanks for staying up extra late with us. We just brought you through Southeast Kansas. Now we'll shift gears to Southwest Missouri, where Seneca has been unstoppable this year. Indians try to cap off a 9-0 regular season against their Big 8 rival and the defending state champion. Tensions high in Seneca tonight as the defending state champs from Lamar look to end the Indians' perfect season. Indians' first drive of the game, Caden Klaus runs a quarterback keeper, turns on the Jets. He gets about 30 yards before stepping out of bounds. The following drive, Klaus hands it off to Roman Miller. He stiff arms the defender out of the way, gets a big gain, get deep in Tiger territory. Then Klaus, once again, takes matters into his own hands. He's going to run it into the end zone from 10 yards out. First touchdown of the game, Indians up 8-0 with about 5 minutes to go in the first. Seneca back with the football. Klaus rolls out of the pocket. This time he finds Tyrone Harris, who makes the catch, makes a couple of men miss, and he gets tackled into the end zone for a touchdown. That's another Seneca score, makes it 15-0 early in the second. Indians sub in Brody Probert for Caden Klaus, and he launches a rocket downfield to Blaze Graham for another Seneca touchdown. It's 21-0 at that point. Indians go on to win and seal off a perfect 9-0 regular season. They take down Lamar 57-7.
Well, we now turn our attention to the COC tonight as the Carthage Tigers aim for their 5th straight win after winning a close game last week over Webb City. Meanwhile, the Neosho Wildcats will finish the regular season with a winning record, but they look to avoid their 3rd straight loss. Here we go from the Blue Jungle in Carthage. The Tigers have senior night facing the Neosho Wildcats. Tiger offense on the field here, having themselves a night as Brady Carlton finds his man, Landon Collins, on the screen. He takes it for the extra yards there for the first down. Next play here, Tigers keep the chains moving with another screen pass, and it's Collins again fighting for the extra yardage. Such a physical player out there. Tigers now in the red zone. They would call on to Collins again as he plows through the end zone, and that score extends the Tigers' lead. It's now 28-13. Wildcats now have the ball. Quarterback Cade Spiva, nice to see him back there. Drops back, unleashes a deep pass straight to Boston Patterson, who makes a man miss and finds his way in the end zone for 6 points. That's a 28-20 ball game now. Neosho make things closer now, but the Tigers would not lie down that easy. On their next drive, they'll drop back with a pass of their own as Carlton finds a wide open Jackson Hedinger for the score. Carthage takes care of business at home, and they get the win, 42-20.
We got one more COC game for you, and it's a big one. Joplin has won 2 in a row. The Eagles look for their 6th win of the season. They head on the road to Webb City, who's come so close to breaking through in the past few weeks. 4 of the Cardinals' 5 losses this season have been by just 1 possession. Another COC game for you. Joplin on the road at Webb City. This was a wild one. We picked things up in the 3rd quarter. Joplin already up 14-12. Torrin Jones is going to dive in from a couple yards out. Eagles now lead 21-12. We fast forward ahead to the 4th quarter. Just a few minutes left. Webb City down 28-27. Jackson Lucas pitches it to Slade Hurd. He gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Webb City now in front 33-28 with less than 2 minutes left to play. Cardinals say we're going for 2, and they run a trick play on the 2-point conversion. Joseph DeGraffenried gets into the end zone on the reverse. It's 35-28. We go to overtime. Webb City gets the ball first, scores a touchdown plus the PAT. Eagles scored a touchdown as well, but they opt to go for 2 in the win. It's this play. Daniel Rose, buying time, floats a pass to the end zone. That ball is caught by John Jasper for the win. Eagles win a thriller on the road in overtime, 43-42.
COC game of the year for sure. Well, as we go to another break, here are some final scores from around Southwest Missouri. Welcome back to Pressbox here on Fox 14. The Miami War Dogs are coming off of a huge road win after beating an undefeated Grove team last Thursday night. So the question is, can the War Dogs piece together another outstanding performance at home just like they did on the road last week? Miami back at home on their home field in front of a big crowd taking on a talented Cushing team. We start with both defenses playing well in this one, but Cushing's Kellen Fry tries to gain some ground quickly here, but he's brought down by Miami's Trent Lawson. The Tigers trying to claw their way back in the end zone, but the War Dogs keep him from crossing the goal line. Good defense there, but it's not before long because Cushing, their offense pushes across the goal line here, and the Tigers get on the board first. It's 6-0 Cushing. Miami's ready to get back in this fight. A big run right here by the QB Sam Lillard is enough for a War Dog first down. That gives Miami the momentum they need, as here we go as Lillard pass down the middle to Logan Sumapong, and what a catch this is deep down the field for Miami, and that's the lightning strike they needed. Miami with a big touchdown right there, and the War Dogs, they would get the PAT after the play, and the kick is up, and it is good, and it's Miami who led 7-6 at the end of the first quarter. Miami keeps that pressure up in the second half. War Dogs take it 31-14.
Big win for Miami. They're playing very well right now. We'll stay in Oklahoma, go over to Class 2A District 7, where Wyandotte is fighting for a playoff spot. The Bears are 2-2 in district play. Tonight, they go on the road to Commerce, who could also really use a victory. Wyandotte on the road at Commerce tonight. Bears lead 21-10 at the half. We start at the start of the third quarter. Jazz Sapp deep to return the kickoff here for Wyandotte. He fields it, finds a lane, and exploits it. Finally gets pushed out of bounds. in enemy territory. Great field position there. Great start to the second half for the Bears. That play gives them all the momentum they need. The Bears then hand it off to Casey 3. He gets them into the end zone for their first touchdown of the second half. After the extra point, Wyandotte up 28-10. Bears back on offense now. They go with a swing pass here to Evan Brown. He doesn't make it very far before he's brought down by Commerce Tiger, Braxton Wright. Then Commerce on offense keeps that energy up, and here's Braxton Wright getting Commerce its first touchdown of the second half. However, it's not enough. Wyandotte gets the win on the road, 41-32.
As we go to our final break, here are some scores from around Northeast Oklahoma. Thanks for staying up late with us here on Fox 14. We have a few more matchups to cover, and we have a really sneaky good one tonight. It's the Sarcoxie Bears who host the Ash Grove Pirates, and this is a couple of teams that are looking to get a win to add to their resume tonight. Over to Sarcoxie, it's senior night as the Bears are hosting the Pirates from Ash Grove. This game, let's just say didn't disappoint. The Bears will get things started on offense, but the Pirates bring a ton of pressure in the QB's face, and he's forced to throw it. That's an interception for Ash Grove. Next Sarcoxie possession, down by 6 points. This time is going to be an option right here as we get the players off the pile, as Gatlin Malott, who finds the lane on the outside, takes it for the first down, moving the chains. The Bears now in scoring position. It's another option to the toss out here to Caleb Chrisman, who trucks his way into the end zone for the score. And now, Sarcoxie gets the touchdown right there. Pirates now with the ball. Second quarter now. Reese feels the pressure from both sides, decides to tuck the ball himself, and then he takes it 40 yards to the house. And that's a score to put the Pirates up once again. Sarcoxie falls in a really close game, 20-18. They try to bounce back next week in district playoffs.
Well, we'll stay in the Southwest Conference, just about 15 minutes away. Diamond has its senior night game. The Wildcats have lost 2 in a row, most recently last week at Sarcoxie. Tonight they try to turn the corner. Diamond at home tonight, taking on the Skyline Tigers. We pick things up early. Rafael Rangel takes the snap. He's hit by 2 defenders, throws, and that's a diving interception made by Carter King. Tigers on offense, and King tries to take it himself up the middle, can't find a hole, goes to the outside, but he's wrapped up by several Wildcats. Same drive, King takes the snap, cuts to his left, and there he goes. He's brought down eventually, but personal foul penalty on the defense there. Later on in that drive, Quentin Butts takes the handoff. He's stuffed at the line. Gang tackling there by the Wildcats. Then Giancarlo Martinez takes the snap here for Diamond. Finds some room to the outside. He's got a big gain. Eventually he's going to get pushed out of bounds after a huge pickup, and Diamond takes this one 30-12.
Of course, we love Friday night football, but how about some Thursday night football? Baxter Springs travels on Route 66 up the road to Galena. Here we go, Thursday night football, and the CNC back over across state lines in Kansas. Baxter Springs on the road facing Galena. Lions up 7-0 after Galena fumbles on the first play. Bulldogs get it right back to work. Jack Perry hits Thatcher Botkin on the swing pass there. That moves the chains. One play later, Caleb Burkhart takes it around the edge, barrels the 2-yard line. Bulldogs now knocking on the door. Then Burkhart will walk into the end zone right here from 2 yards out. Baxter Springs still leads 7-6. So we go to the second quarter. Lions on offense with some life. Isaiah Main throws across the middle. It's tipped in the air and caught by Caleb Grant. What a play there. Later in the second, Main takes it up himself, up the middle for a first down. Great run there by the quarterback. That drive would later end with a field goal. Lions up 10-6 at half. First play of the third quarter here, Evan Whittemeyer stiff arms the defender to the ground and gets at the outside, and he's gone for a 40-yard touchdown. Bulldogs get the win on senior night. They take down Baxter Springs 36-20 and finish the regular season with a 4-4 record.
Well, now it's time for the performance of the week. Let us know who you think played the best tonight. Get your vote in at KOAMnewsnow.com/vote. Your first option is Joplin. Eagles win, I'd say, the game of the year on the road at Webb City with a walk-off 2-point conversion that you just saw.
Your second option is Pittsburgh. The Purple Dragons win big at home over Topeka, 49-24, and they finish the regular season with a 6-2 overall record.
Well, your third and final option will go back to Missouri, and it's Seneca. The Indians steamroll the defending Class II state champs from Lamar, 57-7. They finished the regular season with a perfect 9-0 record. Get your vote in from now until Monday at noon, KOAMnewsnow.com/vote. Well, that's all the time we got for you on this edition of Fox Press Box. If you stayed up with us till 2 a.m., we very much appreciate you.
Yeah, we really do. I got to get on the road to go to Pittsburgh State. That's going to be a great game tomorrow, going to an undefeated UCO team.
Yeah, number 6 Pitt State against number 9 UCO tomorrow. We'll be covering that and a lot more across the 4 states. Next week, we got high school football playoffs, and we'll see you then.
Stop it, 3 to 32.